Hey everyone, this is Mark with Corpus Christi DSA. Today we're talking about desalination, a major topic in discussion facing our city. This isn't just about securing a new water source, it's about who benefits, who pays, and what it means for our community and environment. There are currently plans for multiple desalination plants in our area, but the main focus is on the Inner Harbor Hillcrest Desalination Plant. Desalination is the process of turning seawater into usable water, and the city claims it's necessary to meet water demand. First, let's talk about who these desalination plants are really for. The city might say it's about providing water for all of us, but the reality is starkly different. An average residential household in Corpus Christi uses about 5,000 to 6,000 gallons of water per month. On the other hand, heavy industrial users like Exxon and Valero consume over 20 million gallons a day, and Valero uses more than 10 million gallons daily, with other industries following suit. If the city moves forward with desalination, they will continue to sell away our water to these industries. This heavy industry usage is why we're facing water scarcity and drought conditions. The city has prioritized selling water to these massive users over conserving it for residents. Currently, residential use is less than 15% of the city's total water supply, meaning industry and commercial makes up the rest of that water use. Despite this heavy usage, the industries actually pay less per gallon. Just $3.94 for large users over 10 million gallons, where residents are charged between $5.08 and $6.36 per 1,000 gallons. It's clear who the city is favoring, and it's not us, the residents. The plan was first quoted at $200 to $300 million in prior years, but the estimated cost for construction is now above $750 million, with annual maintenance costs of $40 to $50 million. To make up these costs and pay their loans back, the city has stated that residential water rates will increase, raising our rates by 50%, nearly doubling our water bills by 2029, while letting industries getting away with paying less. What makes things even crazier is that in our current drought restrictions, residents face limits on how often they can water their yards and vehicles, while industry can pay 25 cents per 1,000 gallons and bypass all restrictions and continue on with their heavy usage. This isn't just unfair, it's an economic burden placed squarely on the shoulders of residents. At this same time, the city just voted last week for 15-year industrial tax abatements for industries. Along with being costly and incredibly energy intensive, there are also serious environmental concerns for the bay and marine life. The salty brine discharged from these plants will raise salinity levels in the bay, causing hypoxic dead zone plumes where marine life can't survive due to a lack of oxygen. Experts like Dr. Ben Hodges have weighed in on these modeling concerns. Community members have also addressed these to the city, but the city has done nothing to address these requests for proper modeling. For instance, there's a clip from a city council meeting where the chief director of Corpus Christi Water mentioned that certain model results would only be available via public information requests rather than being openly shared to the city council. Months later, it was discovered that these results were concerning and had potentially damaging information to the city's case for the desalination project, and the city has still failed to address these community concerns. The proposed Inner Harbor desalination site is right next to the historically black Hillcrest neighborhood, a community that has already been heavily impacted by nearby industrial pollution. This neighborhood has faced decades of environmental racism, and now the city wants to build a desalination plant right in the backyard, in the buffer zone between them and the refineries, further jeopardizing their health and safety. It's clear that the most vulnerable communities are being asked to bear the brunt of the environmental and economic costs, while industries reap the benefits. There's also the fear that building these desalination plants will open the door to even more industrial expansion in our area. This means more pollution, more strain in our community, and further degradation of our environment and resources. Many believe this project is a done deal and that the city is moving forward no matter what, but that's not true. Not all the permits have been approved yet, and there's still time to act. There's still an ongoing civil rights complaint from the Hillcrest neighborhood. So what can we do? Stay informed, get involved either online or in person at City Council, making public comment or at any upcoming hearings, and most importantly, vote this October and November. We can make a difference if we raise our voices and demand better. Finally, there are leaders who stand with us. There are candidates running for City Council and Mayor who oppose this desalination project and prioritize community need over corporate profits. Running for Mayor this year is Dr. Isabel Ariza, whose TikToks about desalination originally got me interested in city politics and the subject last year. She's been a champion for the community for years and has been consistently against this desalination plant. Supporting her and other community-driven candidates is crucial if we want to protect our community and environment. You can also make a huge impact just by talking to your everyday friends and family members, coworkers, anyone that you come across. It's so important that everyone is aware of what's actually going on here and who this benefits. Corpus Christi is depending on it. Thanks for watching.
have a great rest of your week. Thank you.
Our pay is not for sale! Our pay is not for sale!